All right. What's up, Dub Nation? Thank you for joining me. I I don't think we'll get a lot of people tonight because it's such a weird time. But as I kind of look up, I didn't give myself enough time. Reason why it's so late doing this is because I've just been really exhausted. Number one, so had to rest during the day. Hello, Amy. Hello, Aim Assist. I forget where you are. I forget. Oh, we got somebody on Twitch. Hello. And that's why it's so late. Also, I can't do this live stream tomorrow as we have a game. I can't do it Friday because I have if you look in the description, I have a potentially really fun live stream on Friday. And Saturday's a game. And it's just like, I better do this film study before Jonathan gets back. By Sunday, he might be back. And then there's no need to kind of do a film study because I think he's going to be awesome. Why don't I just start by setting the intention for tonight? Because I kind of timed it wrong. First of all, I went and woke myself up a little bit. As I said, I was exhausted today, so I got my Frappuccino. This is actually the second one tonight or today, which is 200% of my quota of green tea fraps. But here I am. Oh, Catherine from Japan, man, Louisiana. So it's like past midnight for you. When is the possible return of JK? Okay, so let's not get too bogged down in the comments, but to answer your question, it could be, well, Slater reported that JK is out tomorrow, but thus it could be as early as Saturday. Where's our head at for tomorrow's game? So hopefully that answers Catherine's question. Where's our head at for tomorrow's game? We're going to dominate. We're going to dominate Orlando. It doesn't matter. We have Jimmy Butler. It changes everything. Okay, I've got to go to my YouTube TV and find the tape. We're going to go to Cleveland Warriors from way back. And this will be the worst of the three games we're going to analyze. Let's look at Jonathan. Spelled that wrong. Kuminga. Okay. Was on the 30th of December. So I need to find that on my YouTube TV. And that game, Jonathan went 4 for 15. Only 2 assists, although he had 10 rebounds. And at the same time, we need to go look at my notes because that is what's going to save my butt as I do this. The other reason for doing this film study thing, which, by the way, let me forewarn you, good to have Brugy up there. I actually tweeted out that we have an audience in Netherlands. So 10:30 p.m. Pacific actually works out well for the Netherlands because it's right about 7:30 a.m. for you. But anyways, it might take me a while to find the proper clips. So there's going to be lots of little dead times before each JK clip. So warning, that's the first thing. And I don't know what number 2 is. My number 2 disclaimer is, but that is my first one because I just thought of it. Let me put that in the notes. By the way, I skipped over this, but if you want to support me, that would be very helpful. It's buymeacoffee.com/Let's Go Warriors, because quite frankly, YouTube revenue is not that great. And just a quick run through of who am I? I am Rich with Let's Go Warriors. I've been credentialed with the Warriors for now 15 years. And but I recently retired. In July, I told Steph that I am not chasing you around the world anymore and filming you work out anymore. We've done 15 years of that. That's enough. What I'm going to do now is come on to YouTube more often, because I'm here now. In my previous life, following this guy around, Wardell, I would be right now either on a plane or at an Airbnb or a youth hostel at Orlando. And I'd be dead exhausted, because putting your body up 10,000 feet in the air, up and down is just nuts. It's just nuts. So I wouldn't be able to sit here and go through this film study. And even I'm doing that now, I'm still, tired, exhausted from my daily tasks. Among those being putting up all of these videos and transcribing all of these things. So this is good. I mean, I need the 51,000 views on the Jimmy Butler one. I need the 10,000 views here and there. So just like this video, subscribe, all of that, please. And I also have a website, or most of you know this, but if you go to injury report. Okay, cool. If you go to letsgowarriors.com, you will see that there's just a whole bunch of little things. Okay. So then we find December 30th, Golden State Warriors, Cleveland. And at the same time, I need to find December 30th notes. So we go to the live section. We look for the Cleveland game. Where is it? 1 month ago. No, he's been injured 2 months. Kuminga has been injured 2 months and missed. Oh, let's do a poll. Without looking it up, give me a quick knee-jerk guess as to how many games JK has missed. Let's see. Well, don't spoil it. There. Don't spoil it. You may or may not be spoiling it. I could be throwing you a curveball. Anyways, he's missed so many games, and what was it? I lost my train of thought. So it's got to be, I got to scroll down more. Cleveland. Whoa. Why is it? Clicked that last time. And then what? 6 videos before, 6 live streams before that, we did the Jimmy trade one, which before that, somewhere in here, Dean Chambers said, we need to get Jimmy Butler. It might have been this one. Anyways, that's for another day. Warriors, Cleveland. I'm not watching this. I'm just going to go to the notes. So let's put that on mute. The notes are always in the comments. And I'm just looking for Kuminga. JK should put a post-it with words cut hard on mirror. Yeah, I criticized JK back then. He wasn't cutting hard. And I'm looking for JK. He's not even in the game yet. Remember, he comes off the bench. So officially, we've started the film study. We are at the 9:42 mark. Looking at Cleveland Warriors notes for JK. Plays, comes off the bench. And JK good help on Donovan drive. So 3 minutes, 25 seconds. I want to do that one because that one's defense. I love defense. You guys know that who know me because I'm old school coach. I used to coach a team where I played guys based on their defense. All right. Boy, 3:25 mark of the first quarter, I think. 3:25. Yep. Helped out on the Donovan Mitchell drive. Okay, let me look this up. This is more of a scouting report than X's and O's, but I'm sure there will be plays on offense whereby Jonathan will be involved. Okay, cool. Hey, I got right to it. Here we go. This is going to be our first clip. I'm not even sure what it is. It's weird seeing Dennis Schroeder out there for us. You'll see in a minute as I record this clip for you guys. I don't even know what play this is. Let me take some of my frap. So like I said, there's going to be dead time like this. When there's dead time like this, can I ask the blue wrenches to keep the conversations going in the chat while I analyze the tape? We got a dead ball, so it's taking a while. I'm going to watch Jonathan right here. Okay, I mean, simple clip. This isn't even really that big. I might even go on to the next one. Oh, look at this stuff. Pick and roll. Oh, pick and roll nail fadeaway. Love it. He attacks Niang and a lob to Trace against the zone. So 245, 3 straight plays. Let's just go ahead and clip those ones since it's right here. I mean, you know me, during the games, I'm so like focused on JK. I love JK that I tend to take copious notes about JK. I mean, you guys all know this. I go crazy when JK shuffles his feet. Yeah. So I can't wait to show you these clips. Just one more minute. We got to go all the way down to 209 and beyond. I'm going to miss the 3 at the buzzer. Probably don't need to watch that. And then just more good JK stuff. I can't wait. Man, I miss him. I miss him so much. I mean, remember, you guys knew here, I totally love the potential of JK. And I think with Jimmy Butler, I think he can more so reach that comparable ceiling of like Kawhi. Don't want to get too excited about that, but you heard that here first. I think it'll just be helpful to have Jimmy. It's funny to watch Trace smoke layups. Okay, let's airdrop those 2 plays that I just did right now to the main laptop. Those of you new to this, I have 2 laptops going on at this time. And that's how we're going to show the clips. I do this during game live streams, and that's how we roll. So if you're new here, please join us for those game live streams. Tomorrow, 4:00 Pacific, 4:00 at Orlando. So I need to copy these notes. Let me copy these notes over to our notes. So I said earlier, if if Jimmy Butler can rub off on J.K., we might actually see him reach the comparable, comparable ceiling of Kawhi. Because Kawhi is so fundamental. And I loved it when Steve Kerr talked about the jump stop. In this video, right, let me duplicate this tab. Duplicate tab. Let me just tell you about this one. Which one had the Kuminga? Oh, perfect guy for JK to emulate. So in this one, Kerr talking about JK doing the fundamental jump stop a la Jimmy and more. That's how, reach Kawhi level. Okay, so check that out. And I'll put the link in my notes. And it's time to take a look at these clips. Finally, we're at the 16:30 mark. First clip is really simple. So don't get too excited about this one. Okay. Another FYI to the newbies here. I can't just play this, otherwise I'll get demonetized, okay? So I have to jump through this like this so that the algorithm can't pick it up. Can't pick up oh, you're rebroadcasting an NBA game, right? So we're going to do that, and then I can play it for 2 seconds at certain spots. Anyways, JK's down here. Donovan's going to weave his way to the paint, and JK's going to be there for the help right around this restricted area. So here goes the pick and roll with Donovan. Pretty standard NBA fare. He blows right side against Dennis. And look at Jonathan. He's ready. He's ready to go. He's ready to defend that. He's maybe a tiny step inside the circle, but at least for, this kid that didn't really have any good defensive upbringing in AAU, only started playing basketball when he was 13 years old. So he gets there and Donovan smokes the layup, but, he made his presence known. So again, that wasn't a huge one, but this next slate of clips is a little bit more interesting. And again, I will refer to some of the notes that I took for that game. First of all, he will stop at the nail and do a fadeaway and hit the jumper. So let's just take a look. Okay, so play starts about right here. So JK is going to set a pick for the point guard. And then he rolls and posts up. Don't you love that? He's just so physical. And that's just the bully ball aspect of JK is just wonderful. I love it. So let me put that in the notes. As I said, this live stream is going to be, you're stepping with me through film study. It's not glamorous. So it's going to be a struggle every now and then. And maybe I'll check the comments every now and then to catch up with you guys. So he'll post up Niang. I love that, right? So pick and roll, right? Pick and roll, post up at nail. We call this the nail because there's literally a nail at the free throw line in the middle, at the center. And that's why I refer to it as the nail. A lot easier to say than free throw line, So post up nail versus Niang, who is a big body. So it's just, this is so Jimmy-like. I love it. And we can say that now that we have Jimmy. Back in the day, on December 30th, that'd be like, what are you talking about? But now we know. Dennis feeds him, and then he just does a couple moves, spin, fade. You can't stop that. There's no defending that. I mean, maybe the only guy that can stop that is Wemby, right? When the list of guys that can stop your inside fadeaway is like Wemby, you're good. You're good. You're all-star potential. So unstoppable fade. So that's the scouting report note for that. We'll fast forward this to him attacking Niang. I actually haven't seen this because I was recording it and talking to you guys. So we're going to enjoy this together. It's at the 228 mark. So let's fast forward to 228. It's on offense, right? JK attacks Niang. So Mobley misses. JK rebound. Oh, let's watch JK rebound this. Yep, nobody there. I mean, it's Karis LeVert, so way bigger than LeVert. Brings it up. Man, this makes me miss JK's abilities. Look at that. Behind the leg, between the legs, behind the back. I got to be real careful about playing these clips too many seconds. Anyways, so he's going to attack Niang. Let's watch it. And I'm at let me make the note. The 21:15 mark. Okay, here we go. Play. Oh, yeah. Crossover. What did they call that, though? Oh, that was a foul. Cool. I'm looking at my browser. You can't see my browser right now, but there's a foul on Niang. But crossover, great move. Of course, Niang and Max Strus are like, what? What kind of call was that? But anyways, let's watch this move in 0.5 time frame. Kind of rocks him to sleep here. Ah, the little hesitation crossover, man. Dang, it's beautiful. Just goes up and he crowds into Niang, and Niang just, you're just overcome by the athleticism. They have to give you the call. And this is one of my Phenizee Ransom is a pretty good ref, but actually it's this guy that made the call, I think. Yeah. Oh, Ed Malloy. Yeah, he's my fave. #1 ref in the NBA, in my opinion. So, yeah. What do you call it? Let's look at it one more time, because I don't even know what you call this. JK rocks Niang. Yeah, crossover. Rockabye baby crossover. Crowds Niang. Too athletic. Malloy has to blow the whistle. No choice. And we know Jimmy can get to the line, but you forget that JK gets the whistle. He usually gets the whistle, and that's just brute strength. Charles Barkley used to get the call, right? So if you have the brute strength and athleticism to multi-dimensionally at multiple angles beat your opponent, you're going to get the call. To beat your opponent via multiple angles, you'll get the call. So this is just a reminder. This, again, why I thought it was necessary to go live late at night here. I mean, you forget how downhill JK gets. And it's very, very exciting to think about adding this kind of, me and Draymond are thinking the same wavelength, all-star level of talent. I'll say that it's not actually all-star level right now because he's not doing it every night, and he wasn't doing it every night. He was only doing this. Well, we're going to see in the next couple games where he gets here and he can stop, suck in 3 defenders, and then kick it out to someone in the corner. That's the next step that he got to. Anyways, let's look at the next play, which is at the 209 mark. Again, we're kind of looking at some offensive play. Oh, we get an overhead view of this one. Let's put this at playback speed one time. You get the benefit of looking at the overhead. And I'm going to recut this into a full-length video. So looking at the J.K. nail post from Bird's Eye. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I just don't want to get demonetized by showing a clip for too long. Okay, I got to go to the 209 mark for the next one. Okay, so it's this play. Okay, Moody with the ball. Ooh, all right, JK is going to post. Yep, JK post. I mean, we have now two guys that can do this. And I think it makes sense to play JK, come to think of it, now that we're watching it in such detail. Makes sense to play JK off the bench in Jimmy's role. So due to the post-ups ability, makes sense to play JK off the bench in Jimmy's role because they have very similar games. I actually, JK's is a little bit more athletic and yet a little bit less controlled. So JK is actually a tad more athletic than Jimmy, but definitely less controlled. Let's keep winding the tape on this. And right here, he notices that Trace had the advantage. So good pass. I mean, he's a decent passer. Except, I don't know if you want to watch this, but Trace blows the layup. And clank. Sorry, Trace. So that one we just reviewed at the 27-minute mark. I really hope I didn't get demonetized by showing that too much, but JK is a decent passer is the conclusion on that clip. And now we're going to fast forward to, so that was 1 quarter of action, and we've already done half an hour. So this might be too long of a live stream, so I might need to speed things up. Let's go into the comments and check out where he got the spacing wrong. We'll see. Probably not. Depends. It depends on my game notes. Okay, let me scroll all the way up. Wow, missed a lot of comments, but anyways, Brugie from Netherlands. Hey, what's up? We got some new people. That's the funny thing is when I do a random live stream like this, we get new people. Complete our roster. I would say, good question. I would say there is still possibility of a buyout, but who really knows? It's kind of, mantra. Let's sit back, relax, let Mike do his job, right? There are very many permutations, so it's just like when the Jimmy trade went down, it's like there's so many different permutations. Could have been it's KD on Thursday, it's Jimmy Butler on Friday. Dude, that's just way too much speculation, and I don't know. It's too much, man. So any chance of a buyout? Okay, as good as chance as any. Let's see. I would have stayed though. What is that talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. KD? I don't know. Anyways. JK. Yeah, thanks. I wouldn't say blowing up, but they've been doing better than when we were meh. Oh, how many games has he missed? I counted 24. So what did you guys get? 23? Let's end the poll and see who's right. Jonathan. We go to the game log. I literally counted this earlier today. I may have counted it wrong, but let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24, my friends. I did count it right the first time. The correct answer to the poll is JK has missed the last 24 games. That is an astounding number of games. Who knew an ankle could result in that long? It reminds me of the time when I tore my ligaments in my ankle and I was out for a long time. And I tore the top of my ankle ligaments. It went like this. It was the worst ankle injury. Okay, so what was the count on the poll? Oh, all right. Most people voted 23. I guess maybe you guys went with the, I said, oh, don't spoil it. And someone said 23. So maybe that's why you voted on 23. Okay. Failings in the house. Okay, let me catch up on more comments. Cholo, correct answer. Oh, this is a good comment, actually, Cholo. I would say that like, just to be clear, JK play at the same level should also mean that he's 100% healthy per Rick Celebrini's strict standards, as we know. So, yeah, I mean, I agree. But I don't want to have people misconstrue the idea that JK not playing at the same level is like, you know, how do you call it? Like, technically injury related. He is 100%. Like, Rick Celebrini would not put him out there unless he's 100%. But yeah, give him some time, and everybody realizes that. Steve Kerr said it on the podium last night, and Draymond also said the same thing in the locker room. Yeah, I agree with this. If we're not doing good, Jimmy can just drop 30. Like, I know, right? And that's the next identity, right? So there's different layers of this new Jimmy influenced identity that we have. So yeah. So that's the next unexplored layer of this new Jimmy influenced identity of the Warriors. You know what's kind of cool is we may never need to get to that point, you know? What's cool is we may never need to get to that point, asterisk, unless it's due to injuries, barring injuries. Why? The title of this live, because of JK. Because JK. Yeah, we are really, yeah, be confident, but don't get too, just remember the just remember that the basketball gods are there to humble you. So, you've been around long enough, basketball gods will humble you. I like to take copious notes. I'm taking copious notes in the description, which will then be transferred to the comments, because the description only allows 5,000 characters, whereas the comments allows 10,000 characters. JK versus Hornets. Are you sure though? So do you have reporters info on JK versus Charlotte, or just really a speculative guess? By the way, Charlotte would be what, next week? Because Sunday is Philly, right? Saturday is Philly. Thursday, meaning tomorrow, is Orlando. And Monday is Charlotte. I am incredibly slow on the comments here. Oh, sometimes JK takes a long time reading the floor. Okay, that's a theory. We'll look into it. Something to look out for too. We don't have to solve that tonight. Maybe when he gets back, whenever he gets back, not tomorrow, but whenever he gets back, that's something we kind of look out for. I don't know. So far, the 2 or 3 clips that I've shown doesn't seem to have any, long time reading the floor. Not as long as Buddy reading the floor. Yeah, I mean, but from a defensive standpoint, but he just misses threes on but him reading the floor on defense is definitely an issue that we talk about every game live chat, every game watch party, I'll call it. Come join us. Every game I clip Buddy screwing up on defense. Dude, spacing is always wrong. No, I disagree with that. Not on offense. No, no. There were spacing issues yesterday? Really? I don't know if you can call a, varsity versus JV game against Charlotte. I don't really think you can judge a whole lot from last night's game. So can you not do the I'm not sure what game you were watching thing? That's just we don't do that here, man. Keep it high vibrational. Golly, man. And the moment you say bro, the moment I go, oh great, here we got one of those. Do you know how many bros I've had to deal with in East Oakland, West Oakland, and East Oakland? West Oakland meaning let's see, West would be, oh yeah, that would be Golden Gate Rec Center and Bushrod. East Oakland over by where Brookfield is, where Damian Lillard grew up. In fact, Damian Lillard went to go watch my men's rec league game. Who knew that kid would eventually become a Hall of Famer? Nuts. So just I hope you calm down by the time I reach the comments in full, because we just don't do that here. Like, I'm going to ask you to leave if you're becoming combative, And that's the problem with social media. Everybody is all stressed out. Not everybody, but most people are stressed out by something out in real life. Then you go on to social media. It's such a convenient little app, this Twitter thing. Convenient little app, this YouTube thing. Let me thumb type my frustrations to some random guy on the internet. Don't be like that. We don't do that here. We treat each other like regular human beings, like you would meet each other on the street, and we talk about stuff, and it's not a pissing contest. If you disagree with something, we need to be like Greek philosophers in the Parthenon, where it's like Socrates talking to Plato. I don't know if they lived during the same time period. I'm just, giving you the visual, talking to another philosopher. Like there's no need to draw your sword and let's fence for a while and let me win the battle over you. Stop that. The more you stay in survival mode, aka fight or flight, and by the way, on social media, nobody ever does the flight thing. It's so easy to just thumb type. You're never in flight. There's nothing to freeze you or go, oh no, that it's that saber-toothed tiger around the corner. I better hide. No, on these convenient apps, you just thumb type away. You're always in aggressive mode, and that's the problem with that. Don't be like that here, or we will ask you to leave. Anyways, let me just scroll down all the way. Right, play the J.Cole clip. Anyways, yeah. Basically, at the same time, let's have some grace. When you're like that, it's something else. So just be aware when you're thumb typing away at something or somebody and you're combative. That's what it is. We need to move on. This is a JK film study thing. So let's look at the next one. Why don't you check the notes with me? I know this is a slow process, but it is what it is, right? You got to really be crazy about the Warriors at my level here to be doing this stuff. Rip through, no call on Mobley. Good find post to Dray. Oh, so he did another good job at passing. And then Draymond did a bad pass. He blew past Niang. He jumped high. Evan foul challenge, yells at Cavs bench to review. Huh. Evan yelled at the Cavs bench or JK? Challenge. Ty Jerome 3, Dray to JK touchdown. We know he can do the touchdown passes or the receptions. JK up fake galore versus Jarrett Allen. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Okay. So it's not that much. I think I can blow through these. In and out dribble, dunk, JK. No timeout. Wow. In and out dribble, dunk. Yeah. I mean, we've seen these. I want to look for really good notes. I'm going to fly through some of these because I don't think the Cleveland game was like his best game, Man. I want to look at the rip through move and the pass. So 11:47, 10:30. Again, this will take some time to find all this stuff. Let's see. Because YouTube TV, it's tough to check the score because you have to put your cursor away. Okay. I found the rip through play. Clip that one and move on to the next one real quick, and then try to finish out this Cavs game because, as I said, the more interesting game was the Philly one. Up fake galore versus Jarrett. That's a good one. And then 10:30 to go. Okay, 10:30. Oh, and J.K. complaining to the ref is always something that I think a young player should stop doing. Just like you didn't even play college ball, bro. Like, come on now. You didn't play college basketball even, and you're arguing about calls. How about go argue calls with a college ref first, you know? So that's one of my criticisms of JK, actually. It's just too much arguing. You need to earn that. Actually, Draymond mentioned that in his podcast and at the All-Star game, All-Star weekend. Okay, the pass to Draymond was nothing special, so I think I'm gonna skip that. And I think there's only like one couple things to show you here, which is good. You know, move on to the more interesting JK game. I was, man, at the rate I was going in the comments, sheesh, I was never gonna get there, and we're already at 46 minutes. So that is the life of a film study live. It takes forever to kind of go through this stuff. But I do want to recut this entire live stream and make an edited video to, yeah, I like this comment, an edited video to be able to go through the more important parts. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this clip here. And some of this is cool because I'm just kind of discovering it myself as well. You know, it's kind of like my first time really analyzing the play with you guys. So, all right, looks like a nice move from JK. Like, I mean, I don't know, Cholo. I don't know if I agree with you on these. Like, he's reading this the proper way. I mean, a lot of it's just one-on-one. Like, there's not much reading need to be done there. And that's the thing about JK is like certain players are better, you know, as part of a system. Let's see, who's good as part of a system? You know, Kyle Anderson. Who else did we trade away? Lindy Waters. Lindy Waters is actually an excellent example of a guy that's better in a system than him needing to go one-on-one against somebody. But anyways, and that's definitely a foul on Mobley that wasn't called by Phenizee ransom. Yeah, he had his arm at an angle and then goes up. So I mean that's a good play by JK. I like it, just didn't get the call. And by the way, Phenizee is behind the play. That's why oftentimes I have mentioned we need to add another ref to stand on this side of the baseline. This guy is not in the position. So I just, hello, Adam, memo. So that's at the no rip through call at the 48:15 mark. Phenizee is out of position. Need another ref baseline, but this is a JK film study thing, so I shouldn't really be talking about those notes. The next one is oh, I think before this there was a good defensive play by him. I'm not sure. No. Oh, it was after this. Oh, Wiggins. Isn't that crazy? Trying to figure out where okay, yes, because I tried to fast forward there. What's happening here? Okay, JK is right here. Wow, pretty good defense. I mean, nothing major there. That was all Evan Mobley's unforced turnover. And then again, you see JK posting up at the arc. I love that. Or screen post, another one. So let's step through this. Screen on Wardell. Then kind of read the situation. So he's reading that, and Steph with the pass to Draymond. And then you post up. And then Draymond's open. Feed to Draymond. Yeah, see the gravity of Steph. Love it. So that's pretty much read and react right there. I think he's doing a fine job. Gonna have to disagree with you, Cholo. See how it's done? That's how we disagree. Like, it's just, no big deal. So where is this? Yeah. Oh, and then Draymond charges into here, and he wanted he wanted a challenge, which who cares? That's ancient history by now. Don't care about the outcome on that one. But it was good read by JK via pick and roll, Steph, read, post, read, right? Pick and roll, Steph, roll, read. It's not there. Post up. Get the ball in the entry because you're a bigger player. You're more athletic, a la Jimmy Butler. Like, post up, get the ball. Now you're reading again. So I think JK did a pretty good job, actually. But these are not things that, are eye-popping or anything. So we move on. We're not even in the third quarter. I said a lot of these were, JK up. Oh, we got to find that up fake galore. So 4 minutes, 9 seconds. Up fake galores. Okay, 4 minutes, 9 seconds. Oh, I'm almost there. Cool. Second quarter. Yeah, this is taking way too long, I must admit. Okay. No, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 9 seconds. Oh, went too far. Huh. It wasn't up fake galores, but it was a nice up fake. Man, he's got a bag, man. JK has a bag. Like, he's got some nifty moves here and there. I can't wait, man. I love JK, man. He just has a bag. He just needs to know when to do the things in his bag. That's all. You're going to love this. This is a very Jimmy-like play. And it's like maybe Steve saying that on the podium yesterday that, I think JK can emulate Jimmy Butler. Well, based on this next play that I'm going to show you, it's like, let's not do a disservice to JK. Sometimes some of his moves are actually already pretty advanced, So this next one, I don't know why it's up fake galore. Just maybe I just really loved the actual up fake. So let me copy that note here. A very fundamental Jimmy-like up fake versus a quality player, Jarrett Allen. Maybe Kerr on podium saying he needs to emulate, he meaning JK. JK needs to emulate JB is a little bit of a disservice, but also good at humbling the kid. I wouldn't mind if the competitive nature of JK listens to that and he kind of goes, come on, Steve. I got some of Jimmy in me already, man. I mean, granted, I'm not at his level, yet, but come on, give me some credit here. Let me give you the proof right here, my friends. Airdrop that one. It's 11:23 p.m. Yep. Here we go. I had forgotten he had this in his bag. It's actually very impressive. Okay, J.K. bringing it up, sizing up Karis LeVert. Let me get Karis LeVert off me. Pick and roll trace. Okay, pick and roll trace. Great. Now I got Jarrett Allen on me. Now I'm downhill. Jarrett Allen's like, oh shit, here he comes. Watch this. This is beautiful. He avoids Jorge, George Niang, or is that Strus? Nah, one of the two. Niang probably. Is that Strus? Okay. Watch this up fake. Gather, jump stop. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Okay, JK. Dang. He's got quite a bag. So let's slow this down. Avoids, Ty Jerome, number 2. And then gather, up fake. Man, that is really impressive. Okay. And you forget he has all of this stuff. So I'm going to try and fly through the rest of this game because A, we lost, and B, it's just JK had a better game against Philly. He did another up fake. Look at this. Did another up fake. Didn't know that. He's got multiple usage of this. 7 minutes to go. Up fake versus Jarrett again. JK to the nail to Draymond to Hield. This is the stuff that I love. He gets to the nail and he sprays out, in the words of Mike Brown. Here could have up faked. This is where Donovan went crazy and we lost the game. He blocked Evan Mobley twice. Man, okay. JK played great against Cleveland. Wow, I didn't realize. Then he gets downhill on Niang. Man, JK had a pretty darn good third quarter in Cleveland. Let's put that in the notes. Or not at Cleveland, versus Cleveland. Which one should we look at? Let's see. Seven minutes. He up faked Jarrett again. Let me see how impressive that was. That's why nowadays I put scores next to the notes, because I can't read the scoreboard right now. And it's causing me a lot of problems. There we go. 7:59. Oh, perfect. Had to be right there then. Seven minutes. Okay. Coming up. Okay. Record this. Oh, missed it. It was a same type of up fake, just against Jarrett Allen again. So nothing to write home about. Trash that one real quick. This one, JK to the nail. That one I gotta watch, because then he started doing that more and more and more and more, and just had a wonderful game against the Sixers the next game. So that's at 5:15. Oh, cool. Jumped right to it. Okay. Clip this one for you guys. Let's see. Nope. Try that again. Okay. This next play epitomizes Steve Kerr read and react. So send this over to all the Steve Kerr haters, because like ridiculous how Steve gets thrown under the bus for this stuff. Because we have, okay, this play epitomizes Steve Kerr read and react, but also the interesting point I want to make is that normally read and react is like Steph and Draymond, like they are the primary, primary devices of the offense to do the read and react. When you add J.K. to that, by the way, we've added Jimmy Butler to that, but now you're going to add J.K. to that, whether they're on the floor or not. I mean, this is going to be incredible. I mean, I think we need to give J.K. some credit here. So in addition to just Steph and Dray, you're getting a more seasoned JK. So I think it's like, we're all sort of victim to recency bias, and in this case, the opposite of that. Like, we haven't seen JK in so long, and most average fans, let's call it average fans, don't look at JK in as much detail as I do, because I am fascinated by this guy, like his abilities and just how athletic he is. And that's why I said you cannot trade JK. Now it's a foregone conclusion, but like, and everybody's happy, but like all these like kids on Twitter who are like not complaining anymore, I go, dude, just 2 months ago you were complaining every single day, and you were actually wanting to trade JK for whatever. And like, this whole time I'm like, I don't really want to trade JK, because this, that, and the other thing that I see, and this is an example of that. So here we go. Without further ado, let's pull up the next clip. Okay. Okay, JK brings it up. I love it. I love it. Like, JK is the point forward. People don't realize it, right? This is so exciting, man. I'm really excited. JK as point forward. It's very Scottie Pippen-like, you know, but the fact that if Niang is going to guard me, okay, then let's just space the floor for JK. Have an inverted screen coming from Buddy, or inverted flare, inverted interference, let's call it. And JK, let me just get downhill on Niang at will. You know, let me spin, like just gets downhill on poor Niang at will. Okay, gets to the nail. Look at all these moves, and then kicks it. This is the difference this year. He's not like, you know, doesn't have the blinders on. So eventually sprays to Buddy. Last year had blinders on, right? Last year, what would happen is he would have been somewhat predictable in his jump towards the rim, and he would have got disrupted. I'm not saying he got blocked every single time, but this adds variety, and this keeps Jarrett Allen on his heels. So you know the drill. If you've played basketball before, you know the young kid, you know, you can get away with a lot of stuff guarding the young kid. Oh, he's going to drive. Oh, just backpedal, let him come into you, you know. So JK's going through that process, and this is the next step. So congratulations, he's reached the next step. Now, so that's read and react. Draymond handoff to Steph is obviously read and react. So you have JK is part of the read and react, which is very exciting. So Steph and Draymond, look at Draymond, you know, pick and roll and back to Draymond. It's just beautiful read and react stuff. Like this isn't stuff you can like draw up on a clipboard. Let's do this. No, you teach him how to do 0.5 basketball, and you read the defense and you react. And it all started with JK's penetration into the paint and the spray to Buddy. And even here, JK's like, oh, you can get me on the alley-oop just in case you think that's the right move. But Draymond was thinking, oh, no, Buddy is just wide open. Of course, Buddy misses this, but, you know, that's people only see the missed three and they go, oh, Buddy missed a three. But you don't see that, oh, by the way, we have, you know, JK in there reading and reacting. And by the way, Buddy was key to this as well. Remember the first one here, Buddy's cutting, you know, he's doing his role. He may not be hitting threes, but look, Buddy sees that Draymond has it, and he knows that they're going to play two-man game here, so he gets the hell out of the way. So all the shit that Buddy gets, he knows how to play read and react. This is proof right here. And so, like, he's just not making threes, and that's fine. And he is a liability off the ball, as we've seen many a time on defense. So Buddy is actually key to read and react. And this clip shows us why Kerr believes in him. Okay? It's nothing to get mad at. And if you just always focus on the result, oh, missed three, oh, we're losing, you know, you don't realize the tape. This is the same tape that Steve Kerr looks at. And when you dissect it to this level, you realize that, you know what, Buddy's in the right spot. All right, let's get back to JK. Looking back on, but you know, I have to defend guys that get thrown under the bus by the kids on Twitter all the time, right? I can't just stand here and do nothing, right? So excuse me while I go off on some tangents every now and then to kind of wake up the zombies, although they're zombies, so they'll just keep on complaining on Twitter. So it is what it is. What are you going to do? JK blocked Evan Mobley twice. That's obviously a defensive sequence that I want to take a look at real quick and maybe call it a day for this game. By then, we're nearly down 20. So this is why fans don't dissect the Warriors game tape down 20. Too bad for them. They don't know what they're missing. There is some good stuff in the tape. You never know. I just got to find it. 7 minutes, third quarter. So that's right here. 1 minute 44. I just saw a move by. Oh, that's, yeah, we reached the part where Donovan hit the 3 threes. 144. Okay. Okay. Evan blocked him 2 times. All right. That one's a tough one. Evan Mobley's pretty good. Oh, we had good pressure on Evan Mobley. Here we got J.K. Nice move inside, kick back out. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of this against Philly. Of course, Philly, little depleted team, so maybe I should just keep going on the Cleveland stuff because people are going to say, the kids on Twitter are going to say, oh, you found clips against the Sixers, but they suck. All right, let me find more clips on against the Cavs. 8:52, last one, and then we'll move on to the Sixers game. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, by the way, saying that JK is a solid defender last night in the locker room. I'm seeing proof of that against the Cavs. Okay, coming up. $8:52. Okay, let's record starting now. Oh, man. I mean, I went through all the trouble of finding a JK clip. Let me just show you this one. It's going to end on a comical Trace smoke layup again, but you know, I wanted to find another clip of JK against Cleveland to combat any Twitter fingers. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And make sure I give you a steady diet of JK stuff in between my long rants. All right, just him working the ball again. It's just, he's got really good ball handling skills, especially against other teams' fours. So he gets inside, kicks it back out. Okay, fine, kick it back out. But look, read and react. He's going to set a pick. He's going to roll. He's going to get the ball, you know, like he's not just standing around. He's doing stuff. Gets the ball inside and finds Trace. Tic-tac-toe. Except Trey smoked it. Anyways, tic-tac-toe right there, thanks to JK's movement. So if anybody tells you that JK isn't reading and reacting, Cholo, no, I'm kidding. You show them this video. You show them this live. I think, and I didn't know going into this whether to agree or disagree with Cholo. But I have found some evidence that JK's read and react ability is just fine. Sets a reset pick and roll with Schroeder, tic-tac-toe to Trace. So he's fine. Oh man, when we add JK to this, it's going to be incredible. So yeah, I did want to put it in the notes, looking at the screen right here. Brugy says Jimmy will teach JK to stop complaining to the refs. All right, what else? Gosh, who am I forgetting? Miles Turner, yeah. That's not possible. Oh man, Dan, look. You have to understand salary cap tables. Go to Hoops Hype. Find the Warriors salary cap table. Then look at 29 other cap sheets. Then you will not be so demanding. Like, you don't just allow teams to get whoever they want. You know, there's a salary cap table. And, you know, trade JK. The whole point of this film study is to convince you that he's untradeable. So we need to trade JK for Miles Turner. Wow. Also, if you looked at the salary cap table, you will see that JK is listed at $7 million. We are not trading a guy who's going to jump in salary like that. I mean, it doesn't match. Like, JK is going to be north of 30 million. So anyways. So the question is, you know, are the simple facts of the salary cap table situations, you know, good enough for you? Or is this film study good enough for you? Or are you just going to continue to find ways to demand that we need a spacing 5? I mean, don't we have Quinton Post? I mean, the whole point of drafting Quinton Post at 52 is so that we don't have to go on the open market to try and trade for or find cap space for Miles Turner. That's the whole point. So, I mean, I can't believe you're making this complaint. I really can't believe it. But okay, we're gonna get that every now and then. I get it. I mean, you look at all this stuff. What is JK's comparable, right? JK's comparable is Franz Wagner from a cap sheet perspective. So when opposing GMs look at JK's restricted free agency, they are going to go, okay, how much should I pay JK? Well, Franz Wagner got 36 million. So it has to be based off of Franz Wagner. They are comparable. In fact, they are so comparable, the rare situation of JK being drafted right next to Franz Wagner. So Franz Wagner is the comparable. So all you have to do is you go, well, he's either better than Franz Wagner or not as good as. And so me as the GM of, I don't know, pick a team, Detroit, I go, okay, you know, based on this film study, we need a guy more so like JK than Franz. I'm going to offer JK 37 million. And by the way, I could be wrong about this, but, you know, I've been in the world of venture capital. I've bought and sold houses. So it's like real estate. It's like Series A funding. Like you go off of comparables. So JK is probably going to get like 37 million or 35 million, just under Wagner. It depends on how they do. It depends on how Wagner does. It depends on if Wagner leads Orlando to the Eastern Conference, let's just say semifinals, let alone Eastern Conference finals. If he does that, then, and I know I'm going off a tangent here, but still all Jonathan Kuminga stuff that you know, no other channel, no other Warriors analyst is going to give you the soup to nuts stuff, right? I go granular with the film study, then I blow it back up to salary cap type stuff. We talk about restricted free agency, and we talk about all these little nuances of the game. Like, come on, hit the like button, subscribe. Come on now. Not to mention, I was actually credentialed with the Warriors for 15 years. I mean, come on. So anyways, what's going to happen is JK is going to get offered around 35 million, right? Or somebody may come in, Detroit might go, okay, we're going to make Mike Dunleavy sweat 40 million, 40 freaking million. But Lacob sees JK the way I do. And we can match any offer and just pay the taxes. Now, I haven't done the homework to actually look at the cap sheet. So if you go to capsheets.com, you can check the Warrior salary, and, you know, I'm going to do this at some point, but you can go and see what if JK was offered 40 million. Where does that put us? Because if that puts us at the second apron, excuse me, then that's a problem. So I would actually not be surprised if another team offers JK some crazy amount just to put us in the second apron. Now, the risk is that team would be stuck with JK at the 40 million or whatever. But if JK plays balls out, if Franz Wagner plays balls out, if we win the championship or we make the finals, whereby, you know, Lacob would be more than willing to go into the second apron, you know, all of these things. So there's a lot of stuff. So, but I admit one thing I haven't done is look at probably what value contract JK would be offered to put us in the second apron. So that is of concern. But anyways, I went on a tangent. Trading JK was the only way to get a star player. Whew. All right, we got somebody else that likes to look at the nuances of the game, the footwork. Hey, Catherine. Wow, Catherine typed in something. She doesn't speak English. I've met her in person. One of the few people on the chat I've actually met in person, other than Dean, that I don't think she speaks English, as I recall. Anyways, I hope I hope the Blue Wrenches have answered as many questions as possible, because we need to keep going on this Jonathan Kuminga film study. So I think I'm done with this one. Let's go to Philadelphia. Philly. Like you're saying, you think 28 to 30 million. I mean, what if Franz Wagner leads Orlando to the Eastern Conference Finals? What if, I mean, I just, based on what? Right? Like you just, Oh, I think 28 to 30 million. No explanation. Like, don't be that guy. Don't be like Twitter where they just say anything. Anyways, Cleveland. This is not the right Cleveland one. Let's see. There we go. No, Memphis. No, that's not it. Ah, here we go. Philly. This one. There might be too many ones in this. Wow. You can see J.K. all over the place. Let's see. Man, I think I underestimated how many clips I would do for the Cleveland game, which was not his best game, and then I underestimated the comments. So we're an hour and a half into this, and I've barely scratched the surface. What are some ones that jump out at me? Let's see. He didn't bend his knees on the free throw on this one, as he was, as suggested by Andrew Wiggins. Downhill and one. Maybe we just focus on the fourth quarter. I mean, we're up by 27 at that point. Oh, it's here where I started putting the score. That's good. This is fourth quarter. Nah, it's a blowout. So let's go before that. Okay, there's maybe not as much in this one, which is good because I think everybody remembers this game because he had 25 and 5 in 25 minutes. And hardly anybody remembers just also we only have one half of the Memphis game because he got injured in that one. So actually, for these live streams, I do a lot of thinking out loud. And so looks like the bulk of the highlights are going to be in the second quarter. JK fade baseline. I would love to know why he was so not in the notes for a good chunk of the third, but we're up by 20 at that point. Let's see. Ooh, JK made a cut. Yay. I need to look at that one. Yeah, that's the first one. 438. Let's do it. And then he does a roll. And then right here, baseline out of bounds. He attacks to a Dennis Schroeder 3. Here's another assist. Look at all of these then. Okay. 438. Got to find Memphis first. Library, Golden State Warriors. There it is. 438 first quarter. Okay, 4. Where was it again? 438. 438. Oh, cool. It's a TNT game. I can see the clock despite the YouTube TV getting in the way of it. Perfect. That's nothing to write home about, that one that he just made. Although it is a good clip. And then the pick and roll with Steph is actually nothing to write home about either, because Embiid was like a statue. But let's look at this one. Baseline out of bounds, attack to Dennis Schroeder 3, 134 mark. Oh man, I love the TNT ones. I can see the clock. Makes a world of difference. Okay, keep going. Oh, okay, that's out of bounds. So we're going to do the baseline inbound right here. Boy, it's going to be a huge file because I'm recording a lot here. All right. And then 21 seconds left. Got to go to that one. Just get that whole quarter over with. Yeah, we can really fly through these because it's a TNT broadcast and I can see the clock. Well, I actually don't think these clips are all that exciting, but we'll go ahead and look at all of them. Maybe this one is J.K. cut, inside pass, bad pass. Yeah, there's really not much here. I mean, they're already up by 20 at this point, 16, 17. And then there's not much after that. Had a nice feed to nail by TJD. He missed that one though. Spin fade. Okay. Maybe we'll just move to the Memphis game after this. We can always come back. So this one is at the 4:38 mark. Okay, cool. Got to step through this. I can't just show the highlight, remember. So we got Steph and Draymond here. Two-man action. Pick and roll. Roll back to Draymond and then cut by J.K. and Wiggins, actually. So let's see this develop. Pick and roll right here. Steph and Dray. Step through it one time. Go back. Okay, I'm going to just play. So Draymond on the roll, catch. And watch both Wiggins and J.K. here. Catch. They're both attacking. Easy bucket, right? So looking at Philly highlights. So we just did this one. And then the next one will be J.K. roll at the 4:12 mark. Okay. So it's 4:14. Steph brings it up. Pick and roll. Embiid is too slow on this. So again, stepping through this like this. Boom, roll, easy bucket, bye-bye. And there's just Philly at its most statuesque. Let's hope Philly is this way this weekend. They're not going to have Embiid, which might actually be a problem for us. If they don't have Embiid, then they're smaller and they're more mobile, and we don't play as well against small ball teams. We play better against teams that have a slow guy. So Embiid statue. Next one, I didn't do the 3-ball over Embiid because somewhat boring. 134 mark. Baseline inbound. 134 mark. Let's see. 349 plus 317. Yeah. 209. So I'm looking for 134. And this is where I'm looking for it. Again, J.K. bringing the ball up after a rebound. Bye-bye. Who is that? 11? Is that Kelly Oubre? No, somebody else. Can't remember who. Okay, so he gets into the paint. And, this isn't the play, actually. It went out of bounds, so the play is actually baseline out of bounds right here. Okay, shooter to inbound. And we're at the 138.30 mark. Okay. Inbounds it. Can't find anybody. Finds Trace. Trace, of course, isn't going to challenge Embiid, and he's going to spray to Moody in the corner. Moody in the corner finds J.K. at the wing. And that's called a run-through. So we learned that from Steve on the podium. So J.K. on wing, run-through, reception, run-through catch from Mo in the corner. So that's one of the things that they teach. And he blows by. Two guys converge, or he's by one guy, and Embiid has to help, which means Trace is open, but he goes to Dennis. I forgot he went to Dennis. Attack, spray out, and that's always the key. Next level. And boom. I wish he would rebound that, but I'm being nitpicky. Next play is 21 seconds, J.K. to Buddy. See if I have this, or did I stop it? Oh yeah, 31 seconds. He gets the rebound. He's on the run. And pretty good point of attack defense by number 11. So JK takes his time, kind of Jimmy-like, takes his time, posts up, and then he attacks. Pretty good defense by, is that Oubre? I can't remember. And he finds Buddy. Good find. And this is one that Buddy will hit. So boom. And JK celebrates. So does Steph. So pretty basic plays, but JK doing well. Now let's move on to second quarter. Again, this was a blowout, so there's not going to be a whole lot more after this, even though he did score 20 and had 5 assists. I want to look at these plays right here. Second quarter, we have a flurry of plays right here, and then we'll go to Memphis because the rest of it is a blowout and there's not a whole lot. And, you know, he's telling Dennis Schroeder to set a screen. That's not going to be an issue anymore. Dennis is no longer on the team. So 11:46 second quarter. Okay, cool. Oh, beautiful. Went right to it. Yeah. Hard cut by JK. Yeah, man. JK's got a little physicality when needed. 10:55 late move. Okay. Inside pass to Lindy. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Man, this is more I can't wait till JK gets back type stuff coming up right here. Huh? Oh, cool. We did beat small ball Mavs. Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying in comparison to bigger teams, if I had to choose, I'd actually play a bigger team. I'd rather play a bigger team. Now, if the big man is Jokic, then that's, or Giannis, then that's asterisk on that one. Okay. Oh, Catherine with the Alfonso McKinney reference. Love it. Anyways, sorry to not get to everybody's comments. If you want to re-comment something that you want me to talk about, by all means, go right ahead. Like, all good. Whoops, pulled up the wrong one. Here we go. This is a good slate of clips coming up. Okay. Okay. First one is at 11:46. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good stuff, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. Hope you're as excited about JK coming back as I am. Here's the first one. Let's watch this develop from the beginning. JK pick for Steph. Okay, we can fast forward through that a bit. Watch JK explode off of this pick. Boom. Oh, man, I probably played too much of it. And then he's going to kick spray to Moody. Beautiful. I mean, laser pass by Draymond, right? Look at this. Look at this angle. But you do have to get a full head of steam on the cut. And like, that has been my criticism for a whole year about JK. Cut hard, cut hard. I literally wrote articles about cutting hard, JK. He does. What a pass by Draymond, right? Puts it right in the pocket. Like, excellent. That's Brock Purdy at his finest. And he has the wherewithal to kick it to Moody. That's the next level of JK. He's recognizing this stuff this year. Whereas last year, he'd go up and it'd be contested, even though these two guys are not as athletic as him. And Moody, does he hit this? He hits it. So forceful cut. I like it. Next one was a late move against Maxey where he actually made a mistake. So here's a clip where I think JK kind of like made a mistake. Okay, so late entry. Look at the shot clock when you get a chance. Late entry, it's necessary because Lindy doesn't really, create off the dribble. So, and it's Paul George on him, one of the best defenders in the league. So we're going to post up Maxey here. And so we're at the 1:47:30 mark. Post up Maxey. Look at the shot clock. 8, 7, like, bro, you are taking too long here. You gotta know. So I don't know why he took so long here. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Bye-bye shot clock. Finally finds Draymond hand grenade style. So you got to go before that, man. So that's a mistake. Rare clip of a JK mistake. And Draymond misses it. Would have been his 6th assist had he made that. So got to know shot clock. And that's a mistake. Next one, inside pass to Lindy. Okay, so this one is another one to put in Cholo's arsenal so that Cholo will have confidence in JK's ability to read and react because, but again, it's against a struggling Philadelphia team. I think it's going to be interesting when we look at the Memphis tape because Memphis has some good defenders. Granted, they didn't have Ja for that one. All right, Steph up top. Draymond, Lindy, Moses, and JK. And Draymond goes away. So Steph gives the ball up to Lindy. Lindy reverses it to JK. JK and Draymond at the same side. So let me see how Draymond goes here. He just gets in position. Okay. Ball goes to JK. Post up Draymond. Okay. No problem. Okay, now here's the action. You love this, man. We're studying Kerr's, we're dissecting Kerr's system, his ecosystem. It's like we're going into Kerr's coral reef and we're seeing how the different species interact with each other, Here goes Lindy with the pick, right? Here goes secondary pick by JK. I love the innovation of this stuff. 1 screen, 2 screens for the gravity man. Lindy then cuts, which forces a one-on-one matchup with JK, right? Screen, boom, he's wide open because Paul George, one of the best defenders in the world, is thinking, oh, shit, Steph's coming. And Lindy did the cut prior to that, so that clears out space. I mean, this is brilliant basketball. People just don't know. You got to look at it in this detail. Right here, JK with a beautiful Euro and finds Lindy. I mean, this is beautiful basketball. It's absolutely beautiful. Like no other team does this. Does any other team do this? Does maybe Denver? I don't know, man. I just as a former coach, like how do you even reach this level? You cannot, like for men's league, this kind of stuff is very hard to get to. Very hard to get to. So I have a lot of respect for this stuff. It's just incredible. So let me write this down in the notes. Again, staggered pick for Steph. Lindy, then JK. Lindy's cut and Curry's gravity creates space for JK. Dray in post finds JK Euro, easy bucket for Lindy. I mean, this is just, man, this is basketball at its finest. I love it. And it's not a three-pointer from Steph. It's not a, LeBron bully ball. It's not pick and roll for a KD. This is European style ball movement and footwork and cutting, and it's just beautifully designed. I wonder where they stole that from. Anything else here? I think move on to Memphis is the next course of action. Man, that one play right there really makes me hungry for Warriors basketball. It can't come any sooner, and yet in 15 and a half hours, we get to watch them dissect the hell out of Orlando. So I can't wait. Man, this is watching plays like that. That just, man, it just makes you feel so grateful for Steve, So don't ever listen to the kids with the Twitter fingers. Like, everything they tell you is all based out of complaining at the result. The real answer is watching and dissecting the process. That's what we're doing. And quite frankly, if I can toot my own horn, it's how you take the notes. So you have to take the right notes to then go back to and refer to this stuff. And those Twitter kids, they don't have that ability. They don't love the game the way that I do. Okay, Memphis. Now, we got to see where JK got injured first. Yep, right here. So, yep, halftime. He didn't even make it to halftime. Before the injury, he got a hand grenade 3. So we'll be done with this live stream sooner than later. Whoops, he had a turnover. Kind of gets a little careless sometimes, but anyways. Okay, so it wasn't the best performance here, even though Steve said on the podium last couple weeks that he played was, I mean, it still counts as JK's best basketball of his career, even with the kind of bad habits. We'll take a look at these, but bad habits with the turnovers and he is a little bit turnover prone. And I think maybe that, speaking out loud, looking at these notes, you see why notes are important? I think I've come to the conclusion that what Steve is looking for JK to emulate, because earlier I was saying that, hey, Steve, maybe give JK some credit. He is doing read and react correctly, well, except for the turnovers. So looking at the notes for Memphis, maybe what Kerr was alluding to on the podium in terms of emulating Jimmy is the near zero turnovers, as we see that JK has some wild ones versus Memphis. Okay. JK creates a trip to the line. That's very Jimmy-like. JK, great help on Scottie Pippen. I can't wait to see that because you love to see defensive stops by JK. Here he's got a couple of defensive sequences as well. JK stays in front of JJJ. That's great. And let's keep going up to here's another turnover. JK dribbles into oblivion, so sometimes he can be a little wild. Here's a JK all-star move. Wow. Okay, I can't wait to see that. Here he dribbles off his foot. Man, how many turnovers did he have? This is rather alarming. Maybe we can kind of take a peek into the reason for this wildness. Memphis, 4 turnovers. Okay, so we're covering pretty much all 4 of those turnovers. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. First quarter, he didn't start. JK drove, but Dennis was setting an inverted bad DPOY. What? I don't even know what that means. Kuminga stays in front. Wow. Bane turnover. Okay, we can look at 5:45 and then just look at all of these because JK, I have them in the notes of freaking every other play. JK is in the notes. I love it. That's how impactful he can be, right? 5:45 mark. Man, I'm excited about this one because there's a lot. And then we'll call it a night. But again, there's a lot to go through, so we'll see. Let's see, Memphis, where are you? There we go. And 5:45 mark, first quarter. Oh, it's an NBC Sports Bay Area game, so I can't see the clock, which makes things so difficult. Everybody always says, my bad. Draymond with the horrible catch and turnover. Stop it with the my bads, man. Don't make the mistake in the first place. 6:32, 5:45, perfect. So remind me next time there's actually TNT and NBC Sports Bay Area are at different times. I mean, when they show it on TNT, they do not show it on NBC, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's see. Okay. It's going to be a long clip. Couple gigabytes. I better make sure I have enough memory. Wow. I don't even know what that is. Kuminga stays in front. In the right one? 5. Oh, yeah. I said Dray had an old man turnover. I just saw it. 5:22. Okay. This one, he'll stay in front of Bane. That one isn't that great. Steps into a three-pointer. Missed the mid-range with 12 on the clock. Ooh. Dribbles off foot. Yep. Then the all-star move. Good. All-star move is at 123. Ooh, that was nice. But then he dribbles into oblivion again. Man, we kept fouling Jake LaRavia. This wasn't the cleanest quarter for JK, oddly, despite the one all-star move. Actually, I thought he did well on that one. In the notes, I criticized him, but I thought he did well. Strange. Okay. Finally get to show you guys this. Make sure I have enough memory. Okay. That's 2 gigabytes of clips coming up. So take a while to airdrop. While it's doing that, let's look at comments. All right, Cholo. Yeah, we are winning tonight. That's for sure. Triple team. Lakers are playing well. Okay. So anyways, thanks to those of you who have stuck around during the process of finding these clips. Still airdropping. And let me look ahead to some of these other notes. Takes elbow on JJJ. Huh. Oh, yeah, I remember that. JK stopped, then another one. Nice. I can't wait to see if that's defense. JK stays in front of JJ. And great help on Pip. Creates a trip to the line. Those are all good. Okay, airdrop is complete. Oh, let's look at some of these, although Maybe only a couple of them were like really, really exciting or whatever. So we're going to start with, what is this? 2-hour live stream. Wow. But that's what happens with film study. First one is J.K. drove, but Dennis was setting an inverted pick. Okay. Oh, he's driving. Here's Dennis. Oh, I guess he was driving. JK's going to get the ball. Okay, he gets the ball. And here comes Dennis. Okay, it's just a handoff. No biggie. 5:19, Kuminga stays in front of Bane. 5:28. This is the old man turnover. Draymond can catch it. All right, 5:14. Let's go back. Okay, Wiggins on Bane. Here's JK. He's going to stay in front. Okay, let me write this down. Might be a good clip to have. Who knows? JK stays in front of Bane. Hold on. Copy that one. 5:19 mark. Yeah, and then knocks it off of him. I mean, it's just good defense. Okay. JK steps into a 3 from Dennis. 3:54. No, 4:19 mark. Oh, so go back. Yeah. Okay. See if I can. Okay. All right. So Dennis pick and roll with Draymond. Dennis will cut here and find JK. Step through this. Man, it doesn't let me step very well. Anyways, Dennis, attack, kick it to JK, wide open, steps into a 3. Nice looking stroke. Boom. Next one after that. Is missed the mid-range with 12 on the clock at the 3:54 mark. So right here, step through this. Lindy has the ball. Okay, so he finds JK up top. Let's go back a little bit. Lindy goes to Kyle. Pinned down by Pat. Gets JK the ball. Now he's going downhill. Let's see if he should have read this one better. Pretty good recovery by JJ, who is might win the DPOY this year. And JK's got to stop right there. Shoots it over to JJ. It's a brick with nobody underneath. So not the best choice there with, by the way, 12 on the shot clock, 10 by the time it bricked. So let me write the notes on that one. Next one after that is a 3-ball by J.K. Courtesy of Kyle Anderson with 3:05 on the clock. So right here, Kyle is in the post. He's just going to simply find J.K. We got some action from Pat and Lindy towards the hoop. No, and Pat flares out. Okay. Just Brandon Clark just doesn't guard J.K. And that's fine. I mean, that's the scouting report on J.K., but he splashes that one. So the game plan is to let J.K. shoot. So he did a good job. Memphis, he was 3 for 3 on threes. Next one after that is he dribbles off his foot with 2:18 to go. Yep, right here. So I don't know, man. It's kind of like equivalent to Steph being wild sometimes. Like, I don't know how to explain this one. And then he's going to raise his hand and go, my bad. Enough of the my bads. Just hustle back on defense, I would say, as a coach. Here he goes. There he is. He's going to just dribble off his foot. Turnover. I guess he says my bad at some point. Let's see. I don't know. Where's the my bad? Yeah, I cut away from that. So, oh well. Then the all-star move against JJ. Okay, this one should be good. 123 mark. Cool. Queued it up. Handoff Lindy. Lindy has trouble with it. Gets it to JK. Okay. Let me see if I can do better on these. Oh, good. Figured it out. Here comes the so-called all-star move. Better be good, Rich. Okay, copy that note. Here we go. Faces up JJ. Does the little inside-out dribble with the left. Couple hezzy. Good shoulder fakes. Let's do that one more time. Let's go half speed. No, I need to go back before that. We need to look at the hezzy move. And then look how low his shoulder was. That's how you drive. This is actually really good tape to show to a young guy, you know. Emulate JK. Watch his right shoulder. It's very, you know, Jordan-like. You lead with your shoulder. Kobe-like. Yeah, that's beautiful. It finishes with the left over JJ, who's a DPOY candidate. Good move. Yep, there's not a lot of guys, you know, how many years is it now? 2021 draft. Fourth year guy to do that. That's impressive. However, next highlight is another turnover. Let's put it back at full speed. And let me just dribble into oblivion. So I don't know what happens sometimes. He gets a little turnover prone. And we really need to avoid that because we have been avoiding that with Jimmy. Okay, so that's a run out break. Pippen was fouled. And then the last one is right before the end of the first quarter. I said he made his move too late, but I don't know. Okay, so right here, you're going to see the clock. Eventually. Yeah, here we go. 9 seconds to go. 6 on the shot clock. He's going too late. I think what he did was he read the 9 seconds and forgot about the 6 seconds. So he's going, he's not going yet. Finally, he goes. Because normally you would go at 6 or 7, but really it's 4 seconds. And nice attack. But he kicks it, and now he only have 3 seconds left. So I did think he, come to think of it, he went a little late. And swing it to Pat. But Pat made it. Anyways, you be the judge on that one, but like JK, his ability to just blow by that guy. Can't remember his name. On Memphis. So may have read the game clock instead of the shot clock. But still did a blow by. Okay, so finally, we'll look at the second quarter here, and we'll call it a night. So we'll get out of here before 3 hours, which is pretty good, I guess. Tomorrow's game being so early at 4, I don't know if I'll be able to cut this into a more digestible format, but JK takes an elbow. We saw that. He stayed in front, or we haven't seen it yet, but I remember this. And then just a good defensive quarter for JK. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Uh, 11:23. Okay. Yep, it's coming up. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's really good defense by JK. And then he 9:35 mark. It's a score. Let's step through some commercials. Guess he made another stop. Oh, yeah, that's great defense, JK. And then at the 8:58 mark, he'll do another one. Oops. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, great defense. Strong drive. 841. Great help on Pip. What's next? $704. $635 creates a trip to the line. Yep, he has a good ability at drawing fouls. Can't wait to show you some of these. And turnover at the 5:36 mark. I don't know. Kind of not his fault. Another turnover at the 4:04 mark, and then call it a day. Yep. Well, it's sad that after that last turnover, he sprained his ankle. So it's interesting. I thought he had a better game against Memphis, but actually I would say the turnovers kind of messed it up. So actually didn't have the best game against Memphis. Made a few threes though. 3 for 3. So that kind of, the 4 turnovers. Yeah. Concerning. Okay, let's look at some comments at the end of this. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no worries, Brugy. Don't forget, I've got everything timestamped. Will be in the comments. Yeah, I guess to learn from Jimmy. I should take a screenshot of this. Still airdropping because it's a 3 GB file I'm sending over. Check the memory on this laptop real quick. 32 gigs, that's it? Wow. What the heck I got on here? Oh, I got a whole bunch of, okay. Oh yeah, I gotta clear some of this out. Trash all these. Okay, airdrop is sent, and then let's take a final look. One last one. Let me check my memory hoggers. Huh, not that bad. Wonder what's taking up so much memory. Oh well. Hope I can clear that up by tomorrow. Today. It's already 1 a.m. Okay. So we're going to end on some somber notes. I'm not going to show the injury or anything, but before that, turnovers, man. Where are we in the notes? Second quarter. Oh, first off, J.K. takes an elbow from JJ right here. Watch him. This is good defense. 2:27:45. Stayed in front of JJ. Roll it. Couple moves. Look at him move his feet. Good job, JK. Takes an elbow. Probably should have been a flagrant. Was not. Good job by JK. I want to look at that one more time. I was just looking at his footwork here. Perfect. Let's look at playback speed, half. He's sliding his feet. He's not crossing his feet, and he's sliding at those little, 2 times on the right foot, shuffling. That's how you do it. Good job, JK, man. Proud of you on that one. 9:35 mark, he makes another good play. So 9:35. I don't know. Here's another one. He was moving his feet on JJ. Of course, it was a hand grenade, so has the advantage a little bit. Let's watch that again. Watch him move his feet. Man, he's shuffling his feet. Yeah, this is good stuff. Proud of you, JK. So, I almost forgot to write the notes here. One more time. He made 2 stops? We'll have to check that. Great shuffling of feet. Here we go, half speed. Watch JK's feet. Yeah, JK. Let's get back on full speed. Is there another one after this? 8:57. JK stays in front of JJ again. All right. Put that in notes. Here we go. Where's JK? It's right here. Him on JJ. Man, if we play Memphis in the playoffs, I'm not worried one bit. I mean, it could happen, right? I mean, let's go look at the standings. Let's refresh. Scroll down to the Western Conference. Memphis 2, you know, maybe Denver catches them. I would love to face Memphis now that we have Jimmy, who can maybe. I know Ja Morant is a problem. Yeah, he's a problem. But Jaren Jackson with JK staying in front of him, this tape that I'm seeing, oh man, I'm not worried because JK already proved on tape he can handle JJ, as shown right here. $8.52. Wait a minute. $8.58. He stayed in front of JK. Yeah, JJ. I think I kept on messing up this part. It wasn't really. It was 9:05. Okay, so my bad. He's gonna stay in front right here. He just bothers him. Love it. Right here. Sorry. So the real 2:32 mark, the real timestamp of the above. My fault. It's full court press, full court pressure by JK. Stays in front, stays in front, stays in front again. Oh, got to pass it. And then Jalen Wells finishes the play. Okay, the next couple are, okay, this one is, yeah, strong drive, foul by JJ. But free throws. Here it is, actually. Oh, no, queuing it up. Yeah. Wait a minute. 41, 31. Here we go. I don't know. Yeah, here we go, I think. I hope. Just trying to cue that up. I had trouble finding it. Whoops. These are the trials and tribulations of film study. Man. 7:10. And I don't know. Screwed that one up. Whatever. Let's move on. What's he doing here? JK and JJ again. He is 7:08. Great help on Pippen. Okay, I think it's right here. Hang on. 7:04 mark. Great help on Pip. Okay. Brandon. Okay. Yeah, here's Pippen. He's going to blow by Pat, and JK is going to be there. He recognizes. That's great recognition early. Boom, he's there to disrupt. Missed it. So one more time. Let's go half speed. Recognizes right there. You know, last year it'd be 0.2 seconds after that, and it'd be too late. So just enough, just enough. Good job. Next one, 6:35 mark. He creates a trip to the line right here. So is that him bringing the ball up? No, he's weak side. Pat has the ball. Let's make a notation. Creates a trip to the line. But couldn't make both free throws, by the way. Made one and missed one, or missed one and made one. Pat brings it up. Step through this so I don't get this demonetized. Step back. Do this. There we go. Gets the pass from Pat. Boom, explodes. I mean, Brandon Clark bounced off of him. And it's a foul call. Thank you. Let's look at that again. Just the explosion. Boom. He made Brandon Clark look backwards. Yeah, the explosion. Okay. There's not much left. We have a turnover. Did I get this one? 5:36? I don't know. Was searching for it. Okay, here. Oh, yeah. Post up trace. JK's over here. Okay, Lindy. Back to trace. Trace kicks it to JK. Or maybe, wait. Trace, yeah, kicks it to JK. JK attacks. And clanks it. Tough shot. What was the shot clock on that one? 7. So he kind of had to go. But the play ensues. I think Pat got it to loose ball, and now he attacks. Good job getting downhill. Attacks. However, just threw the ball away. And he's not letting go of the play, right? It's lingering, and there's another turnover after this. So, yeah, I think that's been part of the problem. Is he leaps, he gets in the lane, makes a turnover, kind of held on to the mistake too long, because the next one is going to be another turnover at the 4:04 mark. Yep, 4:13 right here. Step through this. Or maybe it occurred before. Let's see. No, that's Draymond just smoking a layup. So it must have happened after this. Sorry, folks. Still looking for it. 350. Okay, yeah. Had to be here. I'm still looking for it at this point. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is where the turnover occurs. He catches it, and then he's trying to get it to Wiggins, but throws it away. So this is at the 2:40:15 mark. Copy that note. Here we go. Play. Leaps and just throws it away. So I'm trying to cue that up perfectly. Yeah, leaps, throws it away. So I don't know how to explain that. It's just kind of, and it's got to be a mental thing, I guess, you know? So maybe mentally holding on to the mistake too much. I don't know. Anybody's guess. And then finally, yeah, I stopped right there because he had a hand grenade 3, which is, in case you didn't know, a hand grenade is when you get the ball with like 5, 4, 3 seconds left. And it's a hand grenade. You got to just throw it up. But he made a 3 on that. I didn't clip that one. And then he sprained his ankle right after that. So that's it. We made it under 3 hours. I'll try to splice these up later, but I'm still working on the Quentin Post scouting report that was a month ago, and also the Guy Santos, when I realized, oh my goodness, Guy Santos can play defense very well and stay in front. And that was against Minnesota, remember? And lo and behold, many weeks later, we're here at the end of February, and Guy Santos is in the rotation, and it's his movement, both on offense, getting rebounds, on offense, tap balls and all that, hustling, but also on defense. He's doing a pretty darn good job on defense. So that's it. That's it. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's pull up the Cholo file and do our outro. Of course, next live is literally in what, 12? I can't count. 2.5. 14.5 hours.
Today he came back. He came here today talking about how he got a new blicky.
For the uninformed, what's a blicky?
You don't know about no blicky, man. You had a blicky? You told me you had a blicky growing up. Yeah. You was a shooter. A strap. Yeah, that's a blicky.
More fire!
All right. Don't forget timestamps in the comments after the live ends, which is right now. So appreciate y'all. We'll see you real soon against Orlando.